Well, welcome to episode 18 of The Drive Home. We're a group of gays who go to the movies and review them on
The Drive Home.
We just left Maxxxine with
Triple X.
three X's.
Yes.
And David will give us a quick synopsis after we hear from our fellow users and subscribers. But first, we should probably introduce ourselves. I'm Jason.
I'm David.
I'm Jose.
I'm Matt/Taco.
We should say that Michael and Todd are on special assignment this week. And as we always do, were you checking to see if they're in the bag?
Yeah.
Or the summer intern.
Oh, and our summer intern, we should mention, does hate scary movies, so he opted to not participate.
Another HR oversight for a big summer of horror movies.
Yeah.
Well, we should read our subscribers and followers' comments. Matt, can you remind our listeners where they can find The Drive Home?
YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, sometimes Facebook.
Sometimes.
I love that answer.
Sometimes. We'll get there.
Well, let's break into the vault. We've got 3 comments and 3 readers, so you get a read.
I haven't
you
gotten
remember
to read a comment in a while. Yeah, I don't know if I...
Did you bring your readers?
Well, after a little debacle getting out of the parking garage with the incompetent gate operators there, user 1659 says, "What's the one thing you've learned about vlogging since starting the drive home?" I don't know. That's a very reflective question. I haven't really prepared an answer. Does anyone else have thoughts on what they've learned about vlogging?
I don't know. I think I'm a natural, so I haven't learned anything that I didn't have in my skill set because I'm a fucking star.
Yes. I've learned there's a lot of commenters out there that really like to push my buttons with mentions of J-Lo.
Okay, enough about that. At Brittany S says,
she's
I'm
back.
still waiting on one of my songs getting covered. How long must a girl wait? Brittany, I'm so sorry.
How much punctuation did she use on that comment?
Just a few little, there's some knife emojis in here. Brittany, we love you. We're getting there. We just got to find the perfect one.
Yeah.
We're gonna,
It's gotta
we're
be just right.
It's got to be the right movie, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna save the perfect one.
Okay. At Jenny Q says, "What's been your favorite movie so far this year?" Oh. Well,
Interesting.
I'll speak for myself and we can go around. Thelma's been my favorite movie. Check out our podcast on that episode.
Thelma.
Thelma as well. That's my number one.
And we'll be releasing a little reel soon that rates our, do we do top 10?
Top 10?
Top 10 movies that we've reviewed so far, considering this is the halfway point of the year. So, excellent question, Jenny.
Thank you, Jen.
Well, don't forget to like and subscribe. We love reading all of our followers' comments and sass if they have them. And what you guys are doing back there, but we'll play
back there.
We'll play the intro, and then David will give us a quick synopsis of Maxxxine.
So we saw Maxxxine. It is the sequel to X, and also part of the series with Pearl. It stars Mia Goth and Michelle Monaghan, Kevin Bacon, Halsey, good cast. And it follows Maxxxine after she survives the events of X and is trying to make it as a star in Hollywood. And when she's going to get her big break in this new horror movie, she starts getting stalked by a copycat killer of the Night Stalker. And that's where we'll leave it off.
Well, thank you, David.
Good job, David.
Good job, David.
I sense some sarcasm.
No,
That was real.
it's good.
Not everything I say is sarcastic.
It's just hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I also am looking forward. I can't always see the expression that
expression,
something is delivered with.
Well, should we go ahead and rate the movie on the count of 3? Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I don't know why you guys liked it so much. I frankly,
Oh.
you
Uh-oh.
ready for this?
Yeah.
I was bored most of the movie.
Oh.
There was no point. Yeah, the 80s vibe was cool. The scenery, the costuming was cool. I just didn't get it. Like, where are we going with this story? And it's nowhere fast.
Ooh. I'm gonna have to disagree.
Yeah, you want to
with
fight?
that
I'll show
one.
you.
Yeah,
Kenny
I think
Lacey.
it's a good story about the price of fame, or what people are willing, the lengths people are willing to go to for fame. Mia Goth was excellent as Maxxine again. Ma'am, I love the 80s vibe. The directing was well done. I don't think there was as much tension maybe as X or Pearl, but I just really enjoyed the cast and the setting, and the story was sufficient enough for me to give it a thumbs up, and there was enough action and gore to keep me involved.
I found myself wanting multiple hot dogs because I was bored as well. In the movie, I had one delicious hot dog.
I as well had
And
one delicious hot
I
dog.
was also kind of bored, and the moments that were gory were, of course, like, ooh.
Yeah.
But storyline-wise, I was like, okay.
Didn't do it for you.
It didn't do it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there were some cool,
Yeah.
bloody, gory scenes, which probably made me go from a thumbs down to a thumbs sideways.
Yeah.
But not my movie.
Yeah.
What did you think, Jason?
I enjoyed it. I mean, like Jose said, there were some great nods to the 80s there. It kind of took you back in time. And I mean, I don't know. She's, kind of a badass lady
Yeah.
that takes care. She wasn't the typical horror film victim. She was
Yes.
like, instead of like running as most horror movie folks do, she just kind of took on the bad guys, and I like
Yeah.
that. At the very end, like the cops are going after them, the main bad guy, and she offered backup and
Yeah.
sort of saved the day in a way.
I like that.
Yeah.
Now that you say that, I love how they flipped the script on the final girl. Like, usually she's always running, and it was kind
Screaming topless.
of... Yeah, it was kind of the same in X a little bit. I think she was more your typical final
Yes.
girl in that, but then I think the events of the first film have hardened her a little bit and made her a more badass in this one.
I will say I was not familiar with Lady Goth's work prior to this, but I thought she was really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a great
Kudos
actress.
to Lady Goth.
Yeah, Lady Goth.
Lady Gaga.
Is that what she goes by?
Yes.
She's
That's what Shia called her.
That's her. That's her Instagram handle.
Oh, really?
I have not seen Pearl or X.
same.
I knew a little bit about it from David beforehand. However, there were a lot of like nods that weren't explained to a user who was going into the movie. I wish that they kind of caught some of those viewers up, aka me. Like, who is that grandma you keep flashing on the screen? Like, they didn't really give us even a little kind of like, that's what happened, in my opinion. However, I do know that maybe this movie wasn't for me then, because I haven't seen the other ones.
Yeah.
Their flashbacks could have been a little more detailed. It's like people who are going to see Maxxine have probably seen X at this point, and if those who are seeing it now that haven't seen X are probably not going to watch X now, so just make the flashbacks a little more detailed and show exactly what happened in
Yeah,
the first
like,
one.
for example, they had that VHS tape that's given to Maxxine,
Uh-huh.
and she was like about to watch more of it, and then she like turns it off. That would have been a nice moment to like catch me up a little bit more, get me more interested in the story.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they could have done a little more with the flashbacks, but overall, I thought Kevin Bacon was great.
Yeah, nice to see
really
him
enjoyed
again.
him.
I love Kevin Bacon.
Nice to see him again.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
We
I
missed
feel
you,
like,
Kevin.
I feel like he hasn't been in a movie in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the right
Yeah,
night.
Footloose.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
80s himself.
The guy with the teeth.
Yes.
Yes, guy with the
Ugh.
teeth and the southern accent. Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was great.
Is that a crowd
yeah.
swap?
Kind of played like a
It is.
sleazeball private detective pretty well.
Yeah.
So.
It was
He got his butt kicked.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I will say, I do put my keys in my knuckles when I had a key like that. That's how she kind of beats him up. I used to do that.
Yeah.
Did you beat anyone up?
No, but I was always told that
If you were scared?
when you're walking home to
yeah.
put your key in between your knuckles, because then if you punch, it will F them up.
That's going to scratch him.
So I kind of like that nod.
Matt and Maxxine, 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she messed him up pretty bad. When she put the
love that.
three keys in her knuckles. Woof.
Yeah. And there was a very jarring scene where someone goes after her.
Oh, in the alley. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the more memorable.
Nothing, no spoiler there. You
acts
could
of
say what
violence.
happened.
She stomps on the body part.
Gird your loins, everybody.
She winds up and fully stomps on his testicles.
Yeah, I think
in a high heel pump.
I think I felt my parts like shriveling up inside me when she stepped on it with her
And
high heels.
they show a bloody testicle as well.
I mean, no holds barred. It was.
Yeah, it was. It got a chuckle from everyone. That got a chuckle, and then the lady cop's line when she. We're not spoiling anything here. The cops sort of, at some point saved the day, and it's a lot of religious people who are sort of having like an exorcism, and she pulls her gun out and she's like, "Mass is over, hands up."
Yeah.
I feel like you wrote that line for
Such
the movie.
a great line.
That was a good line.
He did.
I love that.
Yeah, I
I
enjoyed.
love cheesy one-lines like that. It was such an 80s thing to do, too. It was like, those awful
Yes.
one-line things after you make an arrest. So.
It gave me a little, especially towards the end where Michelle has that crucifix in her eye and she falls down. It gave me a little Kill Bill-ish type of vibes. But like I said, I wanted a little, because Kill Bill has you
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
every
They
second
could
of
have
every
moved the
day.
story a little along, maybe.
Yeah.
Faster.
Punch it.
Yeah.
But
Agreed.
overall,
Yeah.
I enjoyed. You
No.
guys tolerated.
Yeah.
So,
No
Did
complaints.
you think that the blood and was very realistic? I'm not a huge horror movie buff.
Certain ones looked like when the one guy was killed in the video store. That to me looked a little bit like ketchup.
Okay.
But maybe it was
that
just the
looked fake. The light.
It was
from
the
video store.
lighting or the the filter they used on the frame, but overall pretty decent. I mean, I don't know how a pair of squashed testicles would look, so I guess they did a pretty good job imagining that.
One would have to assume that's authentic.
Yeah.
Same way with taking a sawed-off shotgun blast straight to the head.
That
That-
was
I love that part.
whoa.
That was very explosive. I don't know if that's how it looks or not, but we should get a forensic expert on. We happen to know one, Jose.
Oh.
Maybe she could be a dial-in guest one day and ask if that's
That
what
would be fun.
if that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So.
And lots of scary movies coming up, so we
Yeah.
might need her.
And she is a fan of the show. Yeah. So we could ask.
Do they do bloody stuff like CGI too?
Usually horror movies use practical effects, I think. Like they were kind of doing in the movie within this movie where they were like making her I think horror
Okay.
movies tend to lean more on practical effects unless you're like The Nun, which was just CGI extravaganza at the end.
Okay.
I didn't enjoy that at all.
Well, any other thoughts on the movie?
They were at the Universal Studios lot. I visited
I
there.
like
I
that.
drove by I saw that Psycho house when I was in
really?
LA. Yeah, so I was like, oh, they're like,
And why keep it up?
I think for
just-
tours.
Oh, really?
Because
Okay.
I went on a
Okay.
tour of the lot, and they were like, "Here's the Bates Motel," and there was a woman in the window. They staged like a
Oh,
person
as they
there.
should. Yeah.
So that
Interesting.
was.
Okay.
I was like, oh, they're using that lot.
And
as
is that from the original Hitchcock, or that's from the?
the original?
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Pretty
Do
sure.
you actually have to take one of those car things up that she had to take, that like little monorail thing
The funicular?
to get up to the Hollywood sign like that?
I think
There
maybe
are
the house that was
multiple
up
ways.
there.
Yeah.
You have to do that.
Yeah. Isn't there a trail that takes you up there?
There's a trail.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's a trail, and then I think for whatever that residence was, they must have a little monorail or like a chairlift up to
No,
their
he's got the
house.
fancy name. What's it called again?
Funicular.
Funicular.
Oh, I thought you were making that up.
No, we
yeah.
took one in Quebec City.
Oh.
But he already knew. He was fancy. He already knew the name of it.
Funicular. Should we
You
get a
did, right?
funicular
Yeah.
for?
Yeah.
Maybe we should do an episode inside a
On a
funicular.
funicular?
Yeah.
They didn't really show the detectives going up that funicular.
I don't think they could have because it was left at the top.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Stupid
To climb
Maxxine
that
didn't
way
send
up.
it back
So
down.
how did they get up?
They had to climb their
They
way
had to
up.
hoof it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Anyways.
Well, our AMC experience started out really cute. There was a group of ladies who were taking up the line for a little bit of time at the
80 for
concessions.
Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We assumed they were so cute and they were having coupons and spending a little bit of time figuring out the concession line, but we just assumed they were going to go see Thelma, so I asked them, and indeed they were, and
Yes.
I hope they enjoyed it as much as we did.
They were there early.
They,
They were there
Yeah.
so early that the previous showing hadn't even let out.
the Thelma at noon, I would assume, was
Uh-huh.
still going on, and they were there that early
It's
to
like,
get there.
It's like my parents going to a flight.
Yeah.
Just,
Leave them alone.
You never know. The
3 or 4
security line, the
hours
snack
early,
line might
yeah.
take a long time.
oh, we bring our own snacks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We bring our own
And sandwiches.
sandwiches.
For sure.
Mhm.
And the guy sitting next to me in the
yeah.
theater, I think, had a similar feeling about the movie than the same as Jose and Matt, because when we got in, he was already asleep during the trailers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was a larger man, and he was snoring kind of loudly, and I was going to, like, poke him
I
once the
wondered
movie
what
started.
that was.
Did you think it was my breathing?
No, I thought it was behind us. I thought it was a loud
Okay.
breather behind us.
No, it was the guy snoring next to me, and then he woke up when the movie started, so I was like, okay, fine. He maybe just needed a little power nap, but then fell back asleep within like 15 minutes of the movie, and periodically would wake up, watch 5 minutes, go back to sleep, and then he left about an hour through. So
Okay, so
It
he
was-
did not enjoy
Did
that
not
scene.
enjoy that movie.
I'm like, I hope he's an AMC member, because that was an expensive ticket just to take a nap.
Right.
Yes, for sure.
But no altercations this time,
No
so I think it's a
altercations.
plus.
Yeah.
We'll take
Yes.
a win.
For
Always,
sure.
Always.
There was a very loud rapper. Someone.
Oh, yeah, towards the
away.
end, right?
Yes. Very loud.
Those 3 guys got up like a dozen
I
times. I don't know where they
know.
were
What
going.
what was happening
Yeah.
there?
Lots of gays in the
All,
theater.
yes.
Gays
Yes.
love Maxxine.
A lot of gays.
You
Lot
say
of
this,
gays.
David. You.
She's a fucking movie star.
Yeah, she is.
She's a movie
Yes,
star.
honey.
And gays love a movie star.
Huh?
Yes, Hanny.
I think they're there just because Maxine had great shoes.
Oh my god, the
She had
fashion.
lot of cute
oh my God.
boots.
Her boots walking up the stairs.
the denim on
at the
denim
end.
outfits.
Oh, the denim outfit. And then I loved her makeup in the one scene where they catch Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the mask.
Yeah.
Does that actress have those freckles and beauty marks, I'm going to say, on her skin?
I'll have to do it.
Or was that for Maxine?
I don't know. I'd have to check.
I don't know, but it looked pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked
Natural.
natural.
She had great skin.
Yeah.
Gorgeous skin.
She's. I really like Mia Goth. She's very pretty.
Lady Goth.
very
Lady
talented.
Goth.
Lady Goth.
We love some Lady Goth.
Well, we should probably thank our sponsor.
Yeah.
This week they know how much we enjoy candy and Skittles, so Reese's Pieces came on board as a sponsor.
Oh my
What?
Yeah,
Matt's favorite.
favorite.
This is a big freaking deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Getting big, everybody.
It's often your snack of choice, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love a Reese's Pieces at the movie theater. Just gives you that
Now,
sugar I'm
is it
craving.
pronounced Reese's Pieces or Reese's Pieces?
I say Reese's Pieces, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the correct pronunciation, correct?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
We'll take a call
What
back
do you
from
think?
Let's take a
corporate.
poll. Is it Reese's Pieces, like
Reese's
feces?
Reese's?
Or Reese's Pieces?
Reese's Pieces?
Yeah.
It just doesn't sound as good, I guess.
Yeah, Reese's Pieces sounds good.
Sounds like feces.
Reese's
Reese's.
Pieces.
And for you movie buffs, you know what movie made those super, super famous? I know this
I
one
do
does.
know.
Do you too? No? It'd be in
Reese's Pieces?
It'd be in your age, probably not Tacos.
But Taco would have seen
Taco
this
would have
film.
seen this. Super famous. Like you couldn't buy them after this movie came out.
Yeah. Do you want a hint?
It involves a phone.
And the star is
E.T.?
now a talk show host, yes.
Oh, Drew Barrymore.
E.T. was.
Oh.
Remember how we loved him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt and
phone.
yeah, Matt and E.T. have that in common.
Well, special thanks to Reese's Piece.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces. That's how I say it.
How
Thanks
do
for
you
your
say it?
sponsorship.
Reese's Pieces.
Oh, you don't say it like me?
I do like Reese's Pieces. They're delicious.
Well, we're
home.
Taco,
Yeah.
would you like to sing us out?
Sure, if I must.
Let's bow our heads.
Maxxine, 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 Maxxine. I'm warning you, don't come for my man. Maxxine, 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 Maxxine.
Like and subscribe.